Hi everybody, it's Crystal. So today I was going to do a yarn review on Lion Brand's new yarn, Vel lux yarn. Now, first off, I am not affiliated with Lion Brand, nor is Lion Brand affiliated with me. I purchased this yarn with my own money. They do not know I'm even doing this review. They probably don't even know that Bagoday exists. So this is my complete honest review of the yarn. Now remember, these are only just my opinions. You never ever have to go by what I say, because I like a lot of yarns that a lot of people don't, and sometimes people like yarns that I absolutely can't stand. So remember, these are always just my views. So we'll go ahead and look. Now it's available in 6 colors here, which I happen to have all 6 colors. And we'll go ahead and we'll look at it here. It is 246 yards. And it says machine wash and lay flat to dry. And it is a medium weight number 4, 100% polyester yarn. It says 1 cake will make a scarf, which I believe that it would. It's a thicker 4-weight yarn, as you can tell. So I want to do a little comparison to Bernat Yarnspirations Bernat Velvet, because that's what I assume that they're trying to mimic each other, or whoever. I think Bernat Velvet was actually, they had theirs first. Now, if you have felt the velvet, these two feel exactly the same. Exactly. There's really, when you look at them, they look exactly the same. Now the velvet is classified as a bulky 5. When you hold them up to each other, I got the velvet over here and the Lion Brand Vel lux in the other hand. You can tell the velvet is a little bit bigger. Not much, but just a little bit. So this is considered a 4-weight. It's a thick 4-weight. And this is considered a bulky 5. I think that's a perfect bulky 5. But look, as you can tell, there's not a lot of difference in the size. Just a little. It's also 100% polyester. And it says to hand wash, I believe. Now, and this one says that you can machine wash. I honestly never trust the labels. I think I always recommend you hand washing anything that you crochet, if possible, and laying it flat to dry. You know, of course, you can't do that with a big blanket, but if you make something, I would never recommend putting it into the washer. I know not everybody has time to do that, but if you do, I always recommend hand washing it. This particular yarn, though, even though it says that it's machine washable, probably on gentle, I would imagine, I would probably hand wash it the same as I would the Bernat Velvet. The velvet has 315 yards. The Lion Brand Vel lux has 246. Now we'll talk about price. The only place I have seen it so far is on lionbrand.com and at Walmart. It's available at Walmart. Some Walmarts. It runs $4.98 a cake. I think that's a fair price because it is kind of a specialty price. So $4.98 a cake, I think is fine. I wouldn't have no problem paying it. Velvet's one of those yarns, the Vel lux and the velvet. You either love it or you hate it. And I particularly adore it. I'll just say it right now, I love this Vel lux yarn and I love the Bernat Velvet. They're both extremely similar yarns. Different colorways, but they're really very, very similar. Even the colorways are pretty similar yarns. And the only really major difference I see in them is the price. So like I said, this runs $4.98 for 246 yards. That's at Walmart. It's going to be a little bit more on lionbrand.com, but at Walmart it's $4.98. This, when it's not on sale, runs $9.99 for 315 yards. So if you go by yardage versus price, this is a little bit cheaper. But Bernat, it's not, the Bernat Velvet, it's not uncommon to see it on sale. You can find it at Michael's, Joann's. And it's not uncommon to see it on sale for $6.99 or $7, which would make it comparable to the Vel lux. So if I was to compare these two, I would say they are pretty much, if you get this on sale, which more than likely it's extremely easy to find it on sale. Value-wise, they're pretty much the same. The way they feel, the same. The way they look, the same. Color choices are very, very similar. Bernat has quite a few more colors, but they're all, you know, they have colors like this, and they're all pretty similar. So I can't say that I like the Vel lux over the Velvet. I can say that I like them equal. They're both very nice yarns. So that's kind of what I want to do, is just kind of compare these two. It's really no secret that I like the velvet yarns. I really, really love Bernat Velvet. And when this Vel lux came out, I already knew that I was going to like it, because velvet's just one of those yarns that I like. Now, if you've never crocheted with it, maybe we'll go ahead and crochet with it so you can see what it's like. Now, the recommended hook size for the Vel lux is a 5mm. So let's see what we can do. It's a delicate yarn, so you have to remember that. But it sure does put out a nice project. So I have a 5mm right here. And it crochets just like the Bernat Velvet, just like I knew that it would. It's very easy to crochet with. I personally would not choose a 5mm though. I am going to use a 6. It's much easier. It just glides through, you know. There's nothing wrong at all with the way this crochets. Because I knew that it was going to be almost an exact replica of the Bernat Velvet. You could tell by looking at it. And that's what it is. It's just kind of like Lion Brand's Bernat Velvet. Y'all got to come up with something similar, you know. I have made projects with the Bernat Velvet, and I really like it. And this is just the same to me. There's really no difference at all that I can really see, other than this is just a little bit thinner. Not even enough to really make a difference. And like I said, if you're doing the price, maybe this price versus yardage just might be a little bit better. But, you know, I have no trouble finding the Bernat Velvet on sale if I wanted to get that. So it's super soft. You know, this you can make great blankets with it, hats, cows, shawls, anything you wanted really to make with it. You just have to remember that it's really delicate. You need to remember to hand wash it. Even though this says that you can machine wash it, I would not trust that. And all I can say is it's super delicate yarn. You got to be careful pulling on it and stuff, I think. But it does come out easy if you make a mistake. I think it's worth it being delicate to me. You happen to take it easy with it, you know, and it's worth it to me from the outcome of the project. Because the outcome of your project is gorgeous. But, you know, I said in the beginning, it's one of those yarns you either love it or you hate it. I happen to actually adore it. So I'm going to show you the colors that they have of the Vel lux. Remember, I said they only have 6 at the moment. lionbrand.com and at Walmart. Now, it's not online Walmart yet. It's only in some stores. It's not at my store. I actually bought this through Lion Brand. But I have seen posts of people finding it at their Walmart. So This one's called Dusty Pink, and that is a very nice name for it. It does just look like dusty rose color. And then we got the Charcoal. It's pretty. It's so soft. This one is my favorite of the colors, Marigold. Looks just like a marigold, doesn't it? So pretty. And then we got another gray one. This one's called Silver. Very pretty. This one's actually gorgeous too. Eggplant. Gorgeous yarn. Look at that. It's like crushed velvet. It's gorgeous. I love it. And then we got, oh, Lilac. So pretty. So, as always, I always recommend, don't always take my word for it. If you get the means to get one and try it out. Now, if you've tried the Bernat Velvet, this is the exact, I really can't tell no difference. You can tell it's a wee bit thinner, but not even enough to notice it. So, if you haven't tried the Velvet, I suggest you try that too, because I love the Bernat Velvet and the Vel lux. Give it a try. See what you think. You're going to love it or you're going to hate it. I love it. I can't get enough of this yarn. It's so stinking pretty. So pretty. I don't think, if you can get past the being delicate and having to hand wash it, you know, I don't think you're going to be disappointed with the outcome of your project using this or the Velvet. Like I said, super similar. I mean, almost identical. There's really no difference that I can tell. Either one that you get, you're getting a good value for your money, I think, considering it is a little bit of a specialty yarn. You know, it's not regular Red Heart Super Saver or nothing. It's a special yarn. So, let me know in the comments if you tried it. Let me know if you think that it's pretty much identical to the Bernat Velvet. Let me know which color you like the best. I like this one, the Marigold, the best. It's so pretty, and I'm going to make something out of that really soon. So that's my review. I just kind of wanted to tell you about this, and then I wanted to compare it to the Velvet, and, you know, there's no noticeable difference between the two. Both gorgeous yarns. I would choose either. If I had to choose between the two, I really couldn't. I would just take both. So, they're both very pretty yarns. So, either way, if you choose the Bernat Velvet or the Vel lux, you're going to be happy with it. Maybe this would stack easier. Maybe I would choose this because it would stack easier. But really, if you saw my supply of Bernat Velvet, you would think I was crazy. But anyways, that's my review. So I really like the Vel lux, and it's pretty much the same as the Bernat Velvet, which I really love that too. So go ahead and give it a try, you know, if you got the means, and let me know in the comments what you think about this. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.